Goddess got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game missing. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Rivers now. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Green, his third touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
This nigga just came in before the case and he would have
one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute
that's how he was
to anytime like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown.
That's how you get your...
But where's the tackle? Yeah. Where were the safeties?
I see you want to be more
you don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Jets under new head coach Adam Gase. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Dalton off play action. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12. Dalton completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Joe Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. And a catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dontrell Inman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and that'll make our score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa. And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
And we expected to have already talked about this unit. We didn't get a chance to hit on them on the opening drive because they scored so quickly. But that's the kind of unit this is. A quick strike offense. I expect to see them taking their shots all game long. And if that's the case, we'll find ways to talk about this group.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Rivers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. The quick feet by Jackson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go. Watch that in. Watch that in. Right.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On the draw, this is Scarborough. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll run with his 2nd-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. There's Scarborough on the toss. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his target. It's Gates. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
190.
Now Rivers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Gates, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Dalton, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Dalton, and he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton, that's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Play action now. Dalton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
The whole way.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Philadelphia Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Yeah, we started off first play of the game with AJ Green
because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He said he wanted the biggest punt in this game.
Following the interception here, Rivers.
He's trying to give it to him.
And that's complete. It's Green here.
What he got?
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Rivers now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers.
Out.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Put a lineman.
Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing,
and
that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Get my points. So.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because
we started the game
and finished off the drive
with a big touchdown.
That does them no
first
good.
play, then we kicked the ball off. And then on, and then on their first play, we got a fumble return. Neil hit somebody.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Oh, yeah.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Phillip Rivers, he is the focal point of our players' spotlight now. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Why is that lineman back out there?
Start the drive, but that one incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. 89.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Gates with a grab. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
You barely can trade it. You can trade right now if you want to.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Only 2 trades. But you can get whoever from free agency.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
I already did mine.
This is Scarborough. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I ain't really moving nobody at all.
Here's 2nd and 5.
I moved some backup players for some picks.
To throw, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a first set of downs.
That was a hell of a pickup.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
Hey, got tight left. Everyone's got four down.
It's caught by Funchess. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
What was play of the week last week?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Here's Dalton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
We scored like
getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Play fake, Rivers.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there.
Come on,
You're
baby.
counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Third down from the gun, Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Fucking clutch tackle.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have?
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Let it fall out.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the... Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down now, Nixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And Dalton to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Draw play here at Scarborough. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That Backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. On play action, Rivers. Green brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rivers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. A little second effort there on this strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Rivers, this one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. This is caught by Jackson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in front. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The sack by Marcus Hunt. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Now Scarborough. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Andy Dalton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sand. So an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
And got his man complete. That one good for 37 yards.
Let's go!
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dalton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Mixon. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw here, Dalton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Passing, it's Dalton. Completes it to Dixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Dalton here from the gun. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Devin Funches. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Rivers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
A.J. Green already
Good job
back.
by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out.
A big rush, and it's blocked. Jets come after him, and they get him. And they will wind up with the football and the possession. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
However form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. On third down, Mixon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now to the air, Dalton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. From the 36, Rivers. He's got Green. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Balaj. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
180. 55. Right there. 55.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Brown! He hot!
They run it with Balaj. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 16, Rivers finding Green complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win.
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Throwing again on second down. Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Funchess has it complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Dalton. It's caught by Funchess. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they run with Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Dalton.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready! Block 11! Wait, 89!
From the 45 on 2nd down. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
They're running it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have the first. Dalton, 1st and 10. Complete to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First down, Jets.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Another chance for Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been.
Demaryius Thomas.
Wow.
All the way in.
That was
touchdown, New York. Demaryius Thomas. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
Good one.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It's Scarborough again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Eagles on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Throwing, Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton, he finds his running back, Mixon. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And Dalton to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. This complete to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Devin Funchess with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score. This will be Dalton again. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man here. It's Green. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. They try again with Scarborough. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Rivers. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. And here we go, partner. My palms are sweaty. These are the moments we wait for in the booth.
Oh, come on. I know when you were a kid you went through this, right? You know, there was always that one guy in the neighborhood who had the yard that was conducive to playing like this. I know I won many a drive at Billy Mosslander's house. So that's what he's got to draw on now. Go back to those good old days. Remember how it was and have some fun doing it.
A little more pressure packed here in this drive, in this moment of the National Football League. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And that's incomplete. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. All right, here's Dalton. Funchess has it complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Back to throw.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Big spot. Andy Dalton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
2 times. Everyone's got 4.
And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. There they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets,
up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action.